in with it, like you said, a kick, like the way my shit.
This nigga kicking like ostrich and shit like that.
I be there and put a hole through a wall. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Look, we done angry.
Hey yo, welcome to this alternate universe. This is Coffee in a Blunt. It's your boy Nikko Cinco, and to my right we got
Moeblak.
Now let me stop.
and to my left I got
Moeblak.
and to my right of the right to me we got
Nikko Cinco.
times 2, nigga.
Alright, A Clay can't make this one.
Nah, ain't Clay up here.
We killed A Clay.
Now we all over here.
But this is Coffee in a Blunt.
Glad.
You already know what it do.
We doing things a little different again.
Right.
Home stew session today.
Stop explaining that, but nah.
That wasn't a
Just
fumble.
go with the flow. This He-Man, baby.
We're winning without me wanting to
But-
win.
Hey, is it for sure that it has nothing to do with the so-called black guy being the first one? Was that this one?
Yeah, the bro.
In Eternia? Bro man?
I wouldn't think that's why I
Bro
think
man? Is that bro man, right?
Bro,
Stop,
man.
bro.
From the fifth
Hero?
floor.
Oh, yeah.
From the
Hero.
fifth
Okay.
floor.
But
His name is
they
Hero.
were pushing the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
To like the empowerment of females and stuff like that, especially with Tila being the main focal point of this one.
Tila Tequila. No,
Yeah,
Tila, I never heard of her.
You remember
Tila,
her?
that's the
Tequila?
girl.
I remember that sort of, but like,
What
but
happened
she
to
was the
Tila?
main focus.
Well, in this one, yeah.
I guess we
In
stopped
this
being
one,
nasty
basically,
with
she gotta find
For the
some Adam
public.
again and all this stuff
For
to
the
bring the
public.
family back together. But now they got the new one, He-Man Masters of the Universe, and this is
Which
just a
was
whole.
the original
No,
concept.
yeah, but this is
Masters
a
of the
whole new take on it. Like this is aiming towards the kids in general. Like Arco is a little robot. He-Man is actually a kid and turns into a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He got a little crew now.
He's always been a
and
kid.
stuff like that. No, he was a
Adam
teenager,
was a grown
man. Yeah,
kid, though.
yeah.
He was a grown
kid.
Why was he like? What did that explain?
Now
I
that's
forgot about
confusing.
that.
Now that I'm looking at it, that is
Because
quite
he was
confusing.
sort of like
I don't know
Lionel.
if he was a teenager.
No, the nigga was mad big.
Because he
but
was still big as He-Man.
that's what I'm saying. So, but like he was like an innocent type of dude or something like that.
That's
like,
why
like,
they always-
like an adolescent.
He ain't had a battle cat.
He did. Well, he did have a battle, but a battle cat was a wuss. Adam had the cat at
Cringer.
one point, right?
You
Cringer.
ain't
That's his
He-Man without the
name.
battle cat.
That was his name, Cringer.
Cringer. Yeah, because he was scared.
Right. So,
But
all right. So now that there's a kid, it's almost like Shazam.
yeah, yep. Just
Basically.
like that. Exactly like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
where he's a
young-
kid,
young
and when he
kid.
turns into He-Man, he's a
No,
grown
man.
I was
He-Man.
thinking a different Shazam. With another. Oh no.
Nigga
No,
was-
not the Sinbad theory.
Yo,
shit.
now what's up with why people think that's fake for?
What?
It's not fake.
Sinbad.
Because it is fake.
No, it's not.
Sinbad? That's not fake.
That was a real movie.
No, it was Kazam.
No,
No,
Kazam
it
is
wasn't.
Shaq.
Kazam is his own movie. Like
Yeah.
Shazam was a movie.
And he said it himself.
It was
Notice,
two Shazam
he said,
movies.
notice most of the people that believe they saw that film it was 90s children.
Oh yeah, that was Photoshop.
that
right?
was not a film.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That is
Sinbad.
not a film.
Yeah.
Kazam was Shaq's
Shaq,
movie.
yeah.
He was a genie.
That
Sinbad went
Why
ahead
was
at
Sinbad
some
dressed up like a
point.
genie?
Sinbad went ahead at some point and made a clip
Disney.
of
Disney.
that. He made a clip of that to
thought that was
basically
Disney.
to
It
tease
would've been
people
a
that
movie,
was
not just a clip. Like,
claiming-
he's
No,
not
it
doing a
was-
little
yeah,
parody.
no,
like
that-
he did a
that
clip.
Disney's not
He
doing
did
no
a clip of
parody
that
like
most
that.
recently, like at some years, like 2016, if I'm not mistaken, to basically hit niggas that was talking about all this Mandela effect. But before that, people was getting it mixed up because around that time he was doing
That's how you got
Sinbad
to-
the Sailor episodes. So it looked like he was dressing like a genie, but he was dressing like Sinbad the Sailor. Then the whole Kazam thing came out.
I do remember
People
that
was
show.
getting this shit mixed up. Because I never seen Shazam. And I'm from the 80s. And just like Sinbad said, no, he told his own children, because his own children He said, and I read this today because Taylor put something up,
Government plot.
right?
But
you know what I'm saying?
But who put? Somebody posted the video where he said he had said it, he didn't do it, but really he had, like, you saw that video?
He did. That's right. He said he didn't do it. He said even to his and it's funny because I was reading about this
when you were talking about how
today.
you was on drugs and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, but
That
I
shit
feel like
funny
that.
as
I feel like that's just a parody.
That was funny. That was funny as
That's
fuck.
definitely just a lie. That nigga was going off. He was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm just.
I was laughing
I'm
at
on
that.
crack.
Even when he
I
said
spent
that
all my money
shit,
and I needed the money.
You ever saw the video?
Nah,
It's a
see,
video
that
with-
was stupid. He funny like that. Like,
Yeah, it's a video where he said he only said he didn't do it because he was on crack and he got it for money. So he did
I
it for
would,
crack
yo,
money.
that
I mean,
movie,
go ahead,
that
bro,
movie
go ahead.
never came out. You know why
I'm very
Tripping.
convinced that it's still
Because
nah, it's still,
I remember I could have swore that in the movie The First Kid, that's the only main movie I remember from Sinbad coming out around that time. And I watched that movie more than once. And I could have swore
like 2 shows and they were all named after him.
I don't know.
Like he had a show just called Sinbad.
He had Sinbad, and I think he had a talk show.
Ray J.
Was in that one.
Yeah.
Right. But the movie, The First Kid, and I looked it up earlier today because it's funny that we're talking about it, even though I seen the post that Taylor had put up, and I guess that's kind of how we all, how you can relate, because you probably seen that post.
No,
as well.
I posted it weeks ago.
Oh,
on my
okay.
Facebook about the shit.
And funny because she
And I
went
can't
ahead
know
and
what the
did
And
too.
and there's mad
She
people
did
under
it
my
too.
post though that people said, hey, we
That
all
they
saw
seen
it. We
it.
saw
But
it.
and like I'm
But
gonna
it's
go
the
back
thing,
to what he's saying. Most people that saying that swimming they seen that had like a mind where it's like, yo, they were kids, because everybody else in the 80s and 70s is like, that shit,
But that
like
shit
me,
happened to me,
is saying
though.
that shit never
Because,
existed.
Like, I swear up and down, I had this one He-Man toy that never existed. But I swear in my head, this He-Man toy existed. So, you know what I'm saying?
What
that
toy?
just sounds
Which
little,
one?
That don't sound like no placebo
Nobody
effect.
care about your long
That's
ass
what you
He-Man
call
toy,
it.
nigga.
That
Yeah,
just
it's
sound
a
like
He-Man,
some
but he had the
psychotic
brown-
shit, like some,
He had like the
like
brown
some spirit
boots.
friend or something
And
like
he
Yeah,
had
that.
like the
Somebody's
barbarian
little toy shit.
He-Man thing. He didn't have the regular chest. His drink
Or
was
you
brown.
couldn't
Like,
say
you know what I'm
anything when you were a
saying?
kid.
But this is back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But he looked at more barbaric.
Do
And
you
I swear-
remember the movie or not?
What, the Sinbad?
Yeah.
Nah, I remember the Shaq joint. But
That's crazy.
See, he's from the 70s into the 80s.
That's crazy.
Because that movie never did exist.
I knew that
I
shit was
remember when
Photoshop. I
at
thought it was
first
funny.
I
I thought that
I
shit
don't.
was
I'm
funny.
not here.
That's
You
when
say you don't
That's when it
exist.
comes down.
This nigga crazy.
That's
You
when it comes down.
Morpheus ass. You over
comes
here.
down
I
to-
don't.
Sinbad's not even a real
It
person.
comes down to Barry about to disappear right now. What?
He about
He
to-
went back to the Matrix,
he
or
about to jump in the quantum realm.
pop on the other end. Hey, Doctor Strange.
You like, you
Like, what else don't
back
exist?
here.
Oh my god.
But what y'all think about the trailer for the Spider-Man joint? You saw it yet?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it yet?
So
Man,
great.
you missing out,
So
bro.
great.
You gotta see it, man,
Listen,
because I don't know if you're into the Marvel. Are you into the Marvel universe and stuff like that?
Nigga, I grew up. That
Okay.
was my brother.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
right.
but you're heading into the
I still just
Oh.
yeah. I mean, like
Well,
up
sorta.
to date, like what's going on right now.
Yeah, to
like,
some
you know what I
degree.
mean?
To some degree.
Then yeah,
Because-
you gotta be
Then-
die hard for this.
Yeah, you
Because
probably
I know
want
about
to
the
see it.
Venoms and Carnage and everything.
Not
You
even
know.
the same universe.
Yo.
That's the sad part about it.
Well, they're trying.
That's
they're
Sony,
trying,
right?
They're trying to tie it. They're trying to tie it.
But-
No, I think they're just trying to.
Because when you were talking about the
Right.
Sinister
That's all
Six
they
and
want.
all that stuff,
Shit,
that's
they
what
really
y'all talking about?
Well, I hope to see
Well,
it be a
that's
lot
what
of
they're
fan,
that's what it look like they're introducing.
but it'd be a lot of fan made stuff too. But whoever made this poster, because one dude commented at the bottom, he was like, "This poster looks so fucking."
But the electric shit you said was fake. Cause as soon as you said it, I was sitting there.
I'm
looked
pretty
it up.
sure he's in it.
I don't know. I looked it up and I can't.
Oh, you talking
I
about
can't
Electro?
find- I
Jimmy
can't-
Fox?
I can't. You
I
find
thought he
Electro
was
in no
supposed
trailer.
to be in it.
I can't find Electro in no
Nah,
trailer.
I thought he
can't
was
find-
supposed to
No,
be
they
in
didn't
it.
show him in the trailer. But I'm pretty
Ain't
sure he
like they
was
didn't
that,
show
like,
Green Goblin. Don't give away all your
yeah, you can't give
your
away all
evidence
your
right
Easter
away.
eggs.
Yeah, I heard that Jamie Foxx was reprising his role.
Yeah. So, but
That's what I heard
and like
a while ago.
a while ago, exactly.
Yeah.
That don't mean it's true today.
I mean, nah, but it's also true what you just said. They
But see, you gotta understand
everything.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
I wish they did. I wish they kept to that thing. Remember how like a week or two ago they were saying they weren't going to release a trailer at all?
Yeah, they should.
I wish they kept it that way.
That shit would have been right.
I wish they kept it that way.
Yeah, that
Well, we're
would've
waiting
been
until December for this movie.
Yeah, but see,
They
also
should've kept
you
it that
gotta
way.
think. You gotta
It's 4
think
months
too.
away.
Fox is joint venture.
Uh-huh.
This is a joint venture with Sony. Because you remember, they still got
Because they're
some of
working over the Venom.
Spider-Man. Yeah, that's
Morbius is already toying around with the idea of it in the commercial.
I really feel like Morbius is going to be a
The
tie-in
key-
to Blade.
Yeah.
They got to.
But like you said,
Well,
it's gotta
yeah,
be
that's the
Fox.
vampire
It's gotta be Fox
Yeah.
Marvel
You look like
because
you could play the new Blade. You look like him. You put on some shit.
Hell no, I'm too skinny to be some goddamn Blade.
they'll jack you up. They'll pay you to jack you up.
How you think of the new Blade? I like him. My homeboy from the movie you
Mahershala
was
Ali,
talking
yeah,
about.
Mahershala Ali. I do.
Yeah.
I like that idea. He
Yeah,
looks
I
like
do
Wesley
too.
a little bit.
I like him as
Mahar-
Blade.
Oh, you talking about that? I know you're talking about.
I mean, I personally like him as an actor.
He's
Yeah.
Cottonmouth in Luke Cage.
Right.
Yo, Luke Cage don't get the credit it deserves.
Oh, it was a fire
Yeah,
show.
he's
Even before that,
Mahershala's
That was
two
dope.
MCU characters in the same universe.
Who? What?
He's gonna be Cottonmouth and
Blade, yeah.
Blade, and
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's still the same universe.
Yeah.
It's still the same shit going on. The
The
TV shows tie in. Look at Murdoch is about to be Daredevil supposedly in this movie.
What's the
Yeah.
TV show?
Oh, what, did
Luke
Doc
Cage?
Murdoch
Nah, but
show
that's
up
Luke
in
Cage
Luke
though.
Cage?
They're not adding Luke Cage into it. They're not adding that
No,
Luke
but
Cage
what
into
I'm
that
saying, like Murdoch is still gonna be the Daredevil, so obviously it's in the same universe as with the TV.
But
shows
did he
take
play
place.
on? He
The
did.
TV shows also tie into one another, so
I
they're all
understand what
connected.
but I understand what Mo's saying
So he
too.
would technically be two characters in the same universe.
But did Doc Murdoch
Not
show
like
up
how-
in Luke Cage? Did he ever show up in Luke Cage?
No.
No, I don't think he did.
They're not gonna tie that universe together.
Yes, they can.
Nah,
They-
they
no,
not.
they've
I
already
don't
said that
think
the
they-
TV shows.
I-
are the
But
same
no, they
universe.
can because didn't the chick and she was in
Yes.
both shows? What's her
Yes.
name?
Yes,
Oh.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. She was in both
Okay,
shows.
that's different. Yeah.
And Hell's
They're
Kitchen
tied
was
together,
mentioned
sir.
okay.
All
in
the
both of them.
Marvel
And
shows-
Daredevil
all the Marvel
lives
shows
in
are tied
Hell's
to the
Kitchen and some
universe.
shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they also
See, I mean, you know,
also
a little
discontinue
bit
some
shit.
of them though. Like I don't think they're gonna
But
make
that
him
doesn't-
Blade and make him Cottonmouth and
The Cottonmouth is already dead.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
stupid though. Still, that's dumb.
Because the reason why I bring this up is because
But it's the multiverse, so who knows?
the reason why I bring it up is because it's
Yeah,
not
I
the
mean,
same
Magic.
as
Yeah,
doing like
like,
Chris
yeah.
Evans, how he was Captain
Nigga was
America,
Cottonmouth in
and
one-
he's
one-
just in a different
one
universe
universe.
than when he was. in
Nigga
the
fucking
Fantastic
Blade in the
Four.
next.
Yo, I'm about to give something, but y'all know how we was talking about movies in the car. Yo, my thing is, we was talking, I guess subpar movies that didn't do so good in the box office, whatever.
Yeah,
That Fantastic Four movie with my boy
Michael B. Jordan. It's not horrible, but it's
yeah,
not good.
I never watched
enjoyed
it.
Yo,
It's
I like
decent.
that.
Oh, he was Human Torch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
I've never seen
And think about that.
I
That's
forgot all about
Marvel.
it.
That's Marvel, and he's also Killmonger. But
Right.
those are two different universes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not in the same universe though.
But see, that's
Right,
why it's not
right.
a deal for that to be going on. But
Right.
this Luke Cage situation, the Luke Cage show takes
I
place
really
in the
don't
same
think
universe
this.
as what
I
Blade
think
is
they
gonna
took
take
it out.
place.
It
Wow.
would, but I think they took it out, bro. I really
I
don't
never-
think it is.
I didn't even
exclude
know
it.
they were
didn't
doing
just
a new
erase
Blade.
it from history. They're just not
Nah.
continuing it. That's it.
I mean, you know, it's the same way as like the Hulk, like the original that first Hulk movie. How they try to say it's a part of Marvel. It started the Hulk, but it's really not. Like they try to say that.
They
You know what I
tied
mean?
it back in though.
They be, you know what? They go back and forth with it a lot. Because
They
the first,
tied it
because
back.
The Hulk
officially,
or the
because
universe?
honestly,
Oh.
if they include it, that would officially make that the first fucking movie in the Marvel thing. But some people still say that Iron Man is the first
What?
movie that
What would
started
be
the
the
Well,
first?
The
Iron
Hulk.
Man
The
is
Hulk.
the first.
No, there is some places
What?
that do consider that the first movie.
What?
What?
Incredible Hulk?
The
The
Hulk,
Incredible- That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they- That's what I'm saying. It's a teaser. They go back and forth.
I thought
Sometimes,
Blade was.
sometimes they.
They're the-
Well, no,
Isn't
no,
there a
no.
recruitment-
We're talking about this.
No,
We're
there's a
talking about this.
recruitment scene. There's
Yeah.
a recruitment scene.
You talking
in
about
that
when they
movie.
used the whole
Right?
Marvel?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Well,
not-
I'm talking
I think
about
there's a
how
recruitment
they-
scene in that movie.
Basically,
I
how
watched
they
the movie again, honestly. I can't say
how
it
they
is.
reintroduced.
You mean like with
the
Fury? It
Hulk.
would only be with
Uh-huh.
Fury.
Remember that
If
Incredible
there's a
Hulk was
recruitment thing.
basically
Fury or
its own
Coulson.
thing.
That's
a
one
lot of
movie that's
people-
gonna try to
a
promote
lot-
it.
like me
I don't remember
personally,
myself.
I
Yeah,
didn't include it in the MC universe.
Yeah, we're talking about this one like right now. Yeah, you're
Right.
right though. Blade was in the Marvel universe. We're talking about this one right because
Yeah.
they're about to insert
But
Blade
with the
again.
Hulk thing is, like in the beginning, it was its own entity.
We're talking about the movie
But
before
now-
Mark Ruffalo, the second one.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, Incredible
Tony
Hulk.
Hawk.
When he-
That was the one with Edward
When-
Norton with
yeah,
Abomination.
Because
Tony
now
Stark
Abomination
approach.
shows up in
Okay.
Shang-Chi. And he's looking
That's why some people would
in the
include it.
new.
Well, he just
So
said
this would mean
there's a
Iron
credit
Man
scene.
is first.
He did, but there's
that
a
would mean
credit
Iron
scene.
Man
Yeah,
is
there's a
first,
credit scene. He
still.
says right now where Iron Man approaches the Hulk and Incredible Hulk at the end.
The Ed
So
Norton
that's why
joint.
some people would try to tie it in as the first movie in this Marvel's like universe. But officially though, on
try?
record,
If
Iron
Robert
Man.
Downey Jr. is in your movie, it is in the universe.
But
he
some-
was in
but
that
it's
one?
still- but-
Yeah, Abomination?
If
That's
Robert
what-
Downey
Yeah, but
Jr.
Abomination,
showed
they
face
say he's at the
for
end
1
of it.
second.
I don't recall
They
that.
say
end
at the
credit-
end,
the
the end
post-credit
credit,
scene.
and the post-credit scene.
Oh.
Remember how they do
They-
their scene? They used to do it in the post-credit scene.
Right.
But
I mean, I would
somebody
agree with you
approaching
too, but honestly, like it was never announced as like if you go like through the number of Marvel movies, that doesn't start as number one.
But
Iron
the
Man
thing with
does.
I
Marvel
don't like
do
that
too,
ruling.
they know how to tie
If these
like
niggas
with the
is showing up in
Shang-Chi,
your shit,
they tying it back with Iron Man.
that's why
Who's
they
that?
that's
Who's
why
the
they
Chinese
used the
dude?
scene in What If. Remember, it was
They
the Edward
tying
Norton
it back
scene.
to Iron Man now, so they making it so that
But
when
they
you
put
go back
Mark
to
Ruffalo
Iron
in
Man,
his
look
place
at Iron Man,
because
you
it's
gonna
a
look at
mark
it
is
in a
the
different
MCU
view.
scene.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna look at it in a different.
He was
view now,
supposed to be
so
it, and then they replaced him when they did Revenge.
Shang-Chi, what character is that?
It's an
Is he
old
like a
mo-
samurai?
Yeah, well, basically he's an old. He's with Power Man.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's
But
back.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm
basic-
thinking about Iron
Well,
Fist, maybe.
he's a stereotypical character back in the 70s.
Everything,
Basically,
like,
they wanted a Bruce Lee
They're
type
pretty
character.
specific when it
Okay.
doesn't tie in.
With the
They're
movie,
pretty damn specific.
so they trying to introduce.
Like, no.
yeah, like we're letting you know
Oh.
this doesn't tie in.
But they trying to introduce the Fantastic Four.
Right.
Because the Mandarin don't even got nothing to do with
That's
Shang-Chi.
I think the only reason why they really pulled those shows off of Netflix is because Disney Plus was coming out. Even if it was no intention to bring them out, if they were, that's what they were gonna do is take them off of Netflix, put them on Disney Plus eventually.
Right.
What?
If they were gonna restart those shows, because that's why they got taken off of Netflix. Because they got taken off of Netflix like what, a month or something like that before they got Disney Plus was coming out.
Yeah, but now they redo now, but now they got some new.
What got taken off those shows?
Yeah.
Jessica
Oh,
Jones and all
yeah,
that, they started getting canceled not too long before
Right.
Disney Plus came
Okay.
out.
Pull up Discord.
So
But Netflix,
People.
but Netflix now they just re-announced. I guess they got a little deal with Marvel. I
Oh,
don't know.
okay.
They got
Well,
offbeat
shit, you
characters
know.
coming.
But that's why I like this multiverse shit, because they can start tying in movies that are old, like X-Men and shit like that. They can do whatever they want
Oh.
nowadays.
But that's what I was saying with this Shang-Chi.
They can go
how
pull
they
up the
tied
old
it.
ass Hulk from like the ugly ass movie and be like, come on,
Y'all
just
saw those
cuz.
pictures of Azalea Banks?
Yeah, she's a fucking beat. I
You
hate
just see, y'all didn't see. Look
I
on
hate
Discord.
Azalea Banks. She's
I'm
so
not-
beat.
What?
Look on your Discord. Y'all see the pictures I put on Azalea Banks. They gotta look on Discord when I post this shit. This shit is.
I do, but then I get so many notifications. I be missing shit.
Like, fuck y'all.
I know, right? I put like
Nah,
3
y'all just
stories
be-
in there.
Y'all to be bullshitting in there anyway.
I see shit and then I like I said, like other shit just be coming at me, man. Like Texas and fucking all kinds of other shit.
But Azalea Banks is for
Facebook
Interview
shit.
Magazine. These
Where
pictures
is
are
my Discord?
crazy.
You see them fucking feet, bro? Them shit.
Yo, she got like size 11 feet, man. That's crazy.
Her toe
Oh,
like a
Discord.
fucking talon, bro.
All right, so now what I need to go to? Why I only see
Toenail
Nikko?
like a 50 cal bullet.
That shit is crazy.
I only see. I only see.
I'm just wondering why she chose to take these type of pictures.
She's
Okay, let me see. Add her, I guess.
Pusha T, yuck.
You on it? You on it? You see it?
Yuck.
Hell no.
That yuck he be making, Pusha T voice.
Cardi, I'm going. Wait.
That's all I
Nah, because I
figured
never
out.
really fucked with. That's
Yeah,
Azalea
yeah.
Banks, that black chick.
Yeah, the weirdo.
I never really paid her no mind. I thought she was white. I thought it, every time I hear her name, I be like,
you know what?
That's
Nah,
funny.
I'm
I'm
like
like Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
Oh.
Iggy too.
That bitch white too.
She is. She
What is
fine,
she go?
even though I
What's
know her
going
butt
on?
fat.
She is fine.
She's doing a lot.
Yeah, she's doing too much in those pictures though.
Them feet look like.
Well, yeah, what's going on
Mary,
with her
your-
feet? Why
your
she
feet
got
probably
on
like
them?
her feet.
Them look like the shoes that they be clowning Monica for wearing in the damn video. What? Not one of them days. Who was the one?
Steppers. It is
No,
Monica.
the goes
It is
you
Monica.
no pain.
Yeah.
I just wanna
Them
go
shoes are
back
classic.
to being
Them joints be getting clowned.
That's what I said. They are
Yeah.
classic. Out the whole video.
And Monica and Brandy's down here. Okay, I remember y'all talking about this shit
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah, I thought that was cool too. How Doja Cat
The
and
Boys Mind.
they beat out the boys' mind. For,
They beat it
what it's
out.
called- Yeah, they beat it out. They surpassed it. Read it closely. They surpassed it. Read it out loud.
What? Okay, the song surpasses
Bitch,
The
I'm a
Boy's
cow.
Mind by Brandy and Monica as the longest running all female top 10 hit.
Who is it?
in
Doja Cat and who? else?
100 history. Oh, and SZA.
Yeah, Sizzler.
Can you really count records now, dude?
What's going on with this cover? This shit
You
look
kind
like
of
some
you got to give them the accolades for it, but I guess it's not as important
slash
to the market.
I mean, for what it is, though, they breaking records.
It's still
left
the
and
cheaper.
right.
Why would
Well,
it
I'm
not
just
still be
saying because they was
The
physical,
Green
they
Knight.
had the print.
I mean,
and stuff.
yeah, it's hard to compare.
But, I mean, it's almost harder to do it now
Why would you say that?
because you don't sell as much hard copies of your album.
That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
mean, well, so the
So it
access
would
to the
be
music
more
would be easier.
But
That's
what
what
I'm
I
saying,
mean.
like to sell that much and to
A
be
lot
like
going
really
on there.
spinning, I mean,
That's why I'm trying to say you will do good in this era.
Nah, it's way easier to get like streams and stuff.
yeah, streams, yeah, we're counting streams and shit.
And I'm not trying to take nothing from the people today, like no, because that's still a good, dope achievement. But I'm just saying, could we really compare it from where they was doing?
I
it
took it.
and
I thought he had
records?
said records. I was like, I took it as records. I was like, I mean, records are definitely harder to sell today because you don't need records. Like, we don't need them as consumers.
Yeah, nah. you
I
know.
seen somebody on my boy. Shout out to my boy, Just Right. He still be pushing the CDs and stuff like that. Like, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's like Nick said, it's really nobody.
No,
who got it. No,
it's
a lot of people don't got a
depressing.
CD player no more.
It's
so,
depressing. I see my nigga on the corner right here.
Yeah, that shit look
That
bad.
nigga in the car. That nigga just put a box out.
Nah, yo, nigga Brian
That nigga
said.
got a box and it said.
Brian said, yo, my business shit gave up. I looked over. This nigga CDs is smeared all over the table. It's not even stacked up. He's in the car. It's hot outside. The chair's sitting next to the table. Nobody in it, and the CDs. I said, no. There's no way he's trying to sell something.
Yeah, I don't know how lucrative that lane is anymore.
Yo,
If
that shit
any,
going.
if it is at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, because it's not even at the point where CDs are considered vintage. They're just a waste of time.
it's obsolete.
Yeah, so like you gotta wait a couple
Give
years
those
before
away.
they get vintage. Yeah.
Do that for
Yeah,
charity.
like you don't sell CDs.
Well,
You use them
I
as
want-
promotional thing.
or
Make
yeah,
playlists
vintage
for the
shit,
love
like
of
you
your
said.
life.
I mean, for
Because
us,
I know people that collect CDs.
you said mixtapes
Maybe.
for
I mean,
us.
well, you better off. I don't know.
I mean, for the upcoming
Some
artists,
people like reading the inserts still, like having the physical, like people. That's what I mean. Collect, like more like an art thing.
I mean, but literally,
like little, they more
When-
like our records.
when CDs came in abundance,
that's what I'm
and
saying though. They're not
before
even that
you
yet.
burned them and
You don't
all
think they ain't
that,
even that level yet?
how much you could probably get back then? What was like 100 CDs for like
Like
$5,
$13 maybe
some
at
shit?
most.
You might as well sell every CD for $1. Might as well.
Yeah.
Not even.
You
don't
made
do no-
$100 off of
don't do no
13.
$3 or $5. Yeah.
But who
Yeah.
buying that today?
They-
Nobody.
nobody.
Not even
It's a
for
good
$1.
business idea.
You know, but
it's
you
not
know what's
gonna
dope?
sell.
That Korean band, they had CDs.
K-pop.
Yeah, they had the CDs, but they like I said, it was art thing. You know what I'm saying? But it was small, and it had something like you upload it to your.
So you're not really selling the music at that point. You're selling the idea
actual
around the CD.
CD. Yeah. That's but I
Whatever
never
happened?
saw-
What's those little CDs called? What? Them shit's been out.
I
Yeah.
don't even know about
What was that? What was that? Not an MP. What's an MP3? What
It
the
was
fuck
like
is that?
MP3 was the original like music player after the Walkman.
Well,
Okay.
what you talking about is
Where you
regular
just load
CD
music
ROM,
on
but
it.
it's just smaller.
Those little joints.
Yeah.
Remember the GameCube discs?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like that?
I was looking for the name in my head.
Man,
GameCube.
because it's 10 years. It seems like mostly 5 years. Things usually have a lifespan of like the most 10 years, but things could come and go in 5 years. We're not that old when it comes to age and all that for one, and then when we actually got the ability to buy our own shit, become consumers on our own, you really realize how shit just quickly phases out. It's
I mean,
like, I
we're-
swear, 5 years, man. Like
we're all alive for like the every age of like PlayStation, Xbox.
right, all of them.
Um,
Damn near after Coleco and Atari.
I mean,
Yo,
we're-
that's funny. You talk about the Atari. You saw that Soulja Boy shit where he thought he was owner of Atari.
He
and
thought he
Atari-
was the owner.
Yeah, Atari just shut that whole shit down.
He thought he was the owner of Atari.
I guess he did a little business adventure. He got.
But
shares.
I remember him coming out with his own system. But how the fuck?
He said he sold that Atari seen did, and they wanted to do business with him.
Okay.
And he had a contract saying that they wanted to do
Somehow he thought he
business.
owned
owned
it.
it.
he probably didn't think he just Soldier Boy.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, over the top. He was on TV, not on TV, Instagram, talking
Nigga
about
high.
it.
Being Soulja
Boy,
Boy.
being Soulja Boy.
And
Young Draco.
but what you
Nigga know
call
he
it?
own
The
this
funny
shit.
thing is, Atari is still a thing out here, and they shut them down. I mean, it still exists, but nobody.
I mean, Atari's
searching for
so
it.
much
Don't
bigger
own
than.
this.
Yeah,
Even though it's out of style, maybe, but like it's so much bigger than Soulja Boy. Like, how could he possibly think that? Like, that's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. I don't really think he thinks that. It's just Soulja Boy's
Yeah,
right
I mean-
now. I did it first.
And so what they said, they put him in line or something.
Basically, they didn't have to do it like that. They
What
could have
they
did
do?
it in private, but they made a public announcement saying that Soulja Boy is not the president. He don't run.
That's funny.
Why would?
Why they do it like that?
Why
Yeah, that's the
waste their
same thing
time?
Hot 97 said. Why
We
they
have
do
to
it like
announce
that?
to you guys,
You
because you
gotta
guys
wait
might
it.
be foolish enough to believe
Why
it.
not? Exactly.
Soulja Boy
Why not
is
do
our
that?
presidents.
How they petty for that?
I
I didn't
mean,
say petty.
I don't
said-
think they have.
How
I
that
don't
was
think.
over the top.
I just feel like because like
Well,
that's
niggas
Soulja
really
Boy's
like
you
thing
said,
right
they
When
now.
bigger than
niggas really
Soulja
believe
Boy,
in
they
Soulja
have
Boy
to.
or something,
You know, they
That
didn't
nigga don't run shit over here. I put that out there too. Like, this nigga's crazy.
you know, like.
Don't listen to that
Nobody
nigga.
really
But my
believes
thing is,
Soulja
like,
Boy,
does,
though.
does anybody believe him?
Like
really?
nobody's believing Soulja Boy. That's what I'm saying. That's his gimmick. I did it first. That's his
A
thing
lot
right
of people,
now.
like he says, a lot of people do still.
All right, let me ask a random question, just to be random. Would you rather live in a post-apocalyptic era, like where it's nothing? Let's say the Stone Age.
Oh, I got one of these questions too.
I think I could survive.
Hey,
Shut up.
God damn it! This is a two-part question.
I know.
Would you rather live in like an apocalyptic Stone Age like era, or rather live in like Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
The first one. I ain't fucking with no dinosaurs.
Who would want to? If those were options,
think
those
being
are
a
crazy
Jurassic World, cool, yo.
comparisons.
You're gonna get saved eventually. Just survive.
Yeah, just survive. All right, you outrun
I'm not
that
going
raptor.
there. I'm not going
I'm
there.
not going to no
I'm not
fucking
taking that
Jurassic
over
World.
apocalyptic,
Crazy.
but I think I'd rather do that more. But
Oh, you saying it's a real park?
yeah, like it was a real part.
I got one.
I would not ever.
Those is crazy
Oh,
options. They're both dinosaur options.
if it's a park and you have
There's
a
a possibility of that
if you got an option
happening.
of going into the park, then no, yeah, I would
I mean,
take
they're
that.
both dinosaur options, so they're pretty scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I would definitely just fucking. I
Wait,
guess
wait,
go-
wait. Now I'm lost. You said what? So wait.
I thought it was just dinosaurs.
Pick-
Okay, let me
Picky-
try to pinpoint it. So an apocalyptic girl like Stone Age or having to live through that, or having to
Well,
like
have to live in fucking Jurassic Park. It's the same shit to me.
Jurassic World, you have to live. Let's say we'll just say the movie. You'd have to live out a movie.
It's the same shit. Running from dinosaurs.
So the Stone Age world
You
would
don't
have.
know what part you played on, so you
The
just-
Stone
you
Age
just
world
live
would
in
have
the movie.
dinosaurs.
Oh, so
in
you
it too?
still gotta go in the park.
You're just like you're at
Jurassic
Jurassic
Park.
World.
I think I would survive.
You're at
the
Jurassic
Same
World and
shit.
some shit pops off.
I think
how's it
I could survive.
You
Nigga,
said a
it's dinosaurs.
post- you said a
Popping off at Jurassic World, right? Oh,
Apocalyptic
the
world
apocalyptic
that
world.
has
Okay.
a that has a
Oh, you
story.
know what? I
I
don't
could
think
picture-
post-apocalyptic as like fucking Jurassic. As
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Post-apo-
I don't
Let's
think
say Dr.
prehistoric.
Stone. Dr. Stone.
Yeah, no, I don't think prehistoric, but you saying post-apocalyptic? I mean, I would fucking rather live in a post-apocalyptic.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I ain't fucking with no T-Rex.
So you saying you'd rather live
No.
with the dinosaurs?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I got one.
Well,
I
that
got
wasn't
one. Look,
hard.
I got
to
one.
me.
I got one. Listen.
Shit.
Would you rather be stung in your balls by a bee once every day of your life, or every time you get in your car, a snake bites you in your hand?
What? What type of
What would
question?
you rather do that? What would you
Because
rather?
I got one.
With hand.
This nigga said, what would you
My
rather
balls,
every
my
once a day?
All right, first of all,
What's his
Nobody's
First of
touching
all-
your balls.
First of
Listen
all,
to the question before you
if I
answer.
had to
Beast
pick,
Nigga.
So let me say
I'm going to
this.
get my hand bit
Yeah.
every day. I don't give a fuck what hand.
Every time you get in your car.
Every time I get in a car, I don't
Every
have
time
to
you
get,
get in your
I
car.
don't
Not
have to
every
get in
day.
the car.
It's every time you get in
I
your
don't
car.
have to get in the car.
Yep. I'll walk.
So I would most definitely,
You know I'll walk.
I would most
I get a new
definitely
car.
pick the second one.
Okay. I should have said every time you get an A car.
Cause I would definitely get a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I should have said vehicle.
Anytime,
I
type
would-
of transportation.
Every time you get into a vehicle.
I ride a
You get in a
skateboard.
plane, bite.
I ride a bike.
You would rather some bees sting your balls?
No, me personally, I would.
Every day a beast.
Bees sting your balls.
You gotta brace yourself for that.
Hell yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. I'll put a chastity belt on my balls,
Say
yo.
not brace yourself for that.
Yeah.
You can't brace yourself for something.
Yeah, I'll
like
put,
that.
I'll
You just hear
put
the bee
fucking
coming
a
every
metal
day, no, you can't
case.
stop it. Like what?
This bee just gonna come. Once you hear that shit, hold
you
on.
know you can't
Hold on.
stop it.
It's like, yo, do you even have on pants? How's the pee getting to your balls?
Like, I've been trying to stop this nigga for 245 days.
Oh,
Not
this B come knocking.
Alright, now here's
on
the
your
more
door.
sense. Here's
You
the
know
more
what time
sense.
it is, nigga.
Here's a
Drop
more
it.
sensible one. Here's a more sensible one. Well, every day when you leave your house, would you to your car? You gotta go to your house from your car. Would you rather chase it like you have to outrun this motherfucking cheetah that's trying to? Its intent is to kill you. Every day you leave your house, you have to run from this motherfucking cheetah to your car, or would you rather eat every day a motherfucking like something that's like rotten as fuck, like it's been like rotten like.
Come on, you asking stupid ass questions.
Now I'm
Where are you getting this from?
I'm asking fucking like things you probably would not want to go through. You like, but you have a choice.
I wouldn't want to pick none of these two.
But you have to. Which one would you
That's
rather
the
do? Would
point.
you?
That's
Are
the
you gonna
point.
run from the cheetah every day, or
Is
every
this
day are you
cheetah-
gonna eat this motherfucking?
I'm not eating a
rotten
bunch
meal?
of nasty shit.
Okay,
because-
so you gonna
Fuck
run from the
that.
cheetah?
And one day I'm gonna
running
kill
from
this
the
cheetah.
You running from the cheetah?
I'm gonna kill this
I'm
cheetah.
definitely
Is this the same cheetah every day?
Yes.
That cheetah's got to die. The first thing this happens, I'm going back outside, yo. Matter of fact, if I make it to the car, I'm going to go purchase a fucking weapon to kill this cheetah, yo. So this nigga won't be here
But
tomorrow,
like the thing is though, like with the
He
question,
answered the question.
I said about a cheetah every day. So it, like you kill that
So
one,
it's a new cheetah
another
regenerating?
one gonna pop up in
This
the
is
house.
regenerated.
See,
That's
It has
crazy.
to happen.
Another cheetah just
No, because I'm not running. Like, every day I'm bracing myself to kill this.
Before you
cheetah.
leave the house, are you gonna eat that rotten food?
Nope.
I'm gonna eat that rotten food.
No, I'm bracing myself to know. If I know a cheetah's
A
outside
cheetah,
and I gotta get
that
outside,
shit is killing you before you get in your car.
I'm gonna have a weapon.
Your acceleration
I'll
is
eat
gonna be
rotten
nowhere
food.
near its speed once it.
I'm not
like,
running.
That nasty food every day.
Remember what I said? Its intent is
Is
so
it a
it knows
full
you
meal?
coming out. Its intent is to kill you.
Right. So, and I
That's
know
my
the
question.
cheetah's out there.
Is it a full course meal?
I don't think that matters to me.
Uh,
That's a
is it a
no.
kid portion?
Nah. You gotta just eat.
Can I get a kid portion?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you kill the
Y'all
cheetah
hear kids
first?
meal Clay out
Just
here,
take
right?
I know, right? Fucking, just take a bite of the rotten shit and you about your
That's
day.
it. See,
Just a bite?
See, there's a bite. See, he trying to fuck us around. See, you trying to out.
Nah, that's bull. I'm not. I just told you I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Ain't no way in hell.
And
you
another
shooting
one
the
coming
cheetah. You gonna
back.
eat- Yeah.
Every day, that's my thing.
Ain't
I'm
no
not
way in
eating
hell.
that
I don't
nasty
know
shit.
if I'm running from the cheetah.
Nah,
I'm not
Every
running
scenario
either.
is an everyday thing.
Huh?
Every scenario is an everyday
What
thing.
happens?
Right. So
What
every
happens
day.
when I'm 70?
So every day he got to figure out a booby trap.
What happens when
Yup.
you're 70, Barry,
Just like
and not
said,
quick enough
Just
to pull
like
the
Wild
trigger?
E, just to get to my car. You know what?
This nigga setting bed traps. This
When
nigga
you-
digging up shit.
When you
This
come
nigga
back,
got
and the
shotgun.
cheetah just stare at you and shit like that. Like, nigga, I can't wait for next time.
Lord
you come
forbid
out.
any
Yeah.
of
Nigga
us-
climbing out the
Yeah.
window.
Lord forbid
Every
any
day.
of us to be in a
But
wheelchair.
hey,
trying to
Cheetah,
get
I'm
away
coming to
from this
get my
nigga one
car.
day.
You know what time?
Old as
Alright,
fuck.
well, I'm coming to get you,
Trying to
motherfucker.
get away from this nigga at age
Have
70
you
and
seen
shit.
Jumanji?
I'm not running.
That's what I'm saying. And you are not shooting.
Why
That
not?
motherfucker is gonna jump on you still, nigga. You gonna have to shoot that cheetah. a
Cheetah,
couple
use
times.
quick attack.
If you know the cheetah's outside,
That shit
you gotta go. You ain't got you ain't got a window.
That shit gonna jump from left to right to right left. You
You
gonna
ain't
be
got a
fucked
window. You know what I'm
up.
saying? The cheetah's outside. They go that damn cheetah every morning. I gotta go to my car. If I got a rifle,
There go a new
if
one.
I ever get
Nigga,
there go that cheetah.
that shit
I know a
popping.
new one popping
That's
up.
why I go about my
That
business.
shit popping up like a Pikachu.
But you
The
got
only reason why I brought that up is because I watched this anime called Doctor Strange. Yes, anime.
Anime.
I know,
You
I know.
shitted on my
Dr.
anime,
Stone.
but
Doctor Stone. I said Strange.
He said
yeah.
Dr.
Yeah.
Stone.
Oh, my bad.
He
Wrong
Dr.
ST.
Stone right now.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
nah,
heard
that
that.
nigga Dr. Stone.
I
Yeah,
am.
niggas-
I'm Professor Stone.
Gone. But yeah, you watching your joint, and that's what you got.
Nah, Dr. Stone is fired, bro. Nah, because my man Dr. Stone, we out here rebuilding civilization from ground zero.
Yeah.
I'm not
That
serious.
sound like
If y'all want to talk about it,
He's a
game?
kid.
Minecraft.
And he's a kid. It's like basically IRL Sims.
Shit, it sound like Minecraft.
Yeah, something.
It's you know what? It's sort of like the idea, I guess.
Oh.
But it gets more into detail. Like this nigga builds a motherfucking cell phone out of grass.
what?
You know what I'm saying?
Grass.
Like out of natural
That nigga
resources.
dope.
This
Yeah,
shit crazy. Out of natural resources.
That
Like,
nigga
that is.
better than MacGyver.
That nigga, but before he
No.
got to the cell phone, he needed to build like the wiring and the fucking
Yo.
the lubricate, everything. He needed to do everything.
Why they don't do that movie over?
MacGyver.
Yeah. Well, do that show as a movie. That would
Dr.
be
Stone
dope.
is better.
Huh?
Because Dr. Stone is better.
Candyman is
He's like
they said
15.
Candyman is
I read it was whack.
I heard
I'm
it
getting a lot
was
of mixed
scary.
reviews, so
That's what I heard. Is the worst thing is
Candyman
not
1
scary.
wasn't really that scary. He was just young.
Candyman was pretty good
Right,
though.
really good.
It was scary enough. It was a different type of film.
when I watch it now, it's funny, but I was
That's what I'm
scared of
saying.
Candyman
You was young. Because, and the whole point of saying that shit in the dark. Like, it tempt kids. Like, you wouldn't do that shit.
I thought Tony Todd was pretty scary.
I thought he was
I
scary,
say
but
that shit
as an
on there
adult,
every
I'm
day.
just not scared.
Right, of course. I'm not scared.
You done spoiled the movie for everybody.
What he said?
Oh, he said I done say that movie. He mean he say that shit in the mirror every day. You fucked it up.
Nick below Candyman.
It's over.
Where the fuck he at? I'm going to
the
sleep.
movie, though.
Tired of waiting.
How ruined the movie, Clyde?
So wait, what did nobody
Nobody want to see it now. There's no intense now.
I mean, no,
the whole point of the movie
nobody here hasn't
was
seen
saying
it.
his name in the mirror. Now you say it on the camera like 80 times. Like, nigga,
Oh, I mean, well, it's
Candyman.
not. I mean, you know, we grown, so we know it's.
No, I know. I'm talking about. That's what I said. It was more of you kids. That it wasn't really scary. Like you said,
ain't
you
no
laughed
kid
at it
listening
now.
to this shit.
Ain't no hood nigga. Ain't no nigga in the hood with a hook. If he is, he on crack.
They go
Like-
shoot back the door with a gun. Like,
Take my
like
strong hand.
That nigga, come on, man. Right now, if there's a nigga like that in the hood right now, he doing the crate challenge, looking stupid.
Yeah, the
Yo.
great challenge is another. That shit.
Low
was
key, I want to do it.
I know,
but
Neek crazy.
the
After I seen it, I said nope.
Go ahead, Neek. I want you to
The,
do it.
the longer I go without doing it, the less I want to do it. I'm not gonna
When
lie.
I saw that nigga chest hit that crate, I said,
When I seen the pictures of
It was
niggas'
over.
bodies after hitting the crates, I said,
Yeah,
goddamn.
that
Nah,
crackhead
one
they
dude
paid
wrist snapped
$5.
right here, bro.
Somebody paid this crackhead $5 to do that shit, and she ended up in ICU.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying.
I heard somebody became what? Paraplegic or some shit.
What?
Somebody.
Damn,
I know niggas got concussed. Niggas definitely got concussed.
I mean.
But I'm saying the challenge was I first seen a challenge on Twitter as the crackhead challenge. It was just niggas paying crackheads like $1. You can look up these. I gotta find these videos. It was niggas saying like these crackheads literally like $1 to $5.
Yo, most
To
states
climb
choose
this
on
shit.
World Star. That's why.
You feel what I'm saying? And like this shit was fun. And then the crackheads was falling. And like it was hood niggas, like regular hood niggas recording shit laughing. All of a sudden I wake up like next week and it's a fucking trend all over the world. They doing this shit everywhere. Niggas is dying.
That's crazy. Yo, you saw that skit? The nigga was doing a drive-by. He threw crates at the nigga. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "These shits is killing everybody right now." I was like,
That shit crazy.
What? You threw a crate at this nigga. Like it was some bondage.
Spooky world.
Yeah, that shit wow. I don't understand why
Nigga
this
said-
is a popular thing.
They should have just kept that shit in the fucking hood. I seen some nigga in Africa do it earlier on.
Nigga said
I'm sorry.
Africa.
Sorry.
It took him a minute.
I'm so sorry.
But he didn't have the regular crates from the hood, so people in the comments was like, yo, them crates look sturdy as hell. Because he did it. He completed the shit.
30 as hell.
All
okay.
the high shit.
The
That
nigga, he
army
was on
shit.
some green shit.
Yeah. And he went high as
African
hell,
nigga.
though. That shit was scary.
Yeah.
I was like, this nigga
Niggas was
wild.
like, yo, this nigga's in the sky. Like, he
Yo, he
did
was
it.
high.
It took him a minute, but he did the shit. You know what I mean?
Yo.
But the crates wasn't regular hood crates. It wasn't the ones that's graded. They look like they're about the same size.
Yeah, the UK craze was mad
Know what I mean?
fucking weak.
You should not do that in Waterbury, Connecticut, honestly, because it's mad uneven. No flat ground.
Where, no matter where you go, right?
No flat ground.
Fuck outta
Fall,
here.
you gonna keep falling
This
down.
guy, this white
It's
kid.
over.
You gonna fall down Long Hill.
You gonna just roll down all the way to Long Hill.
No matter where you at, you
He
about to fall
almost
down
killed
Long
himself. This
You
kid,
know, like that gift from
he
when
did it on like
What's his
a
name?
diving board or a bridge. He got all the way over, and it was right over. It was a diving board or a bridge, whatever kind of setup, but it was over a pool, I guess, just in case he fell.
Yeah.
And he fell when he got over, but he almost hit the side of the pool,
Oh,
and people was
God.
bugging the fuck out. But he popped up out the water like, oh, like he was
Hey.
fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But he came that close to the edge,
That's
and it's just like, yo, so many people
That's
playing
too
with their
much.
lives when it comes to that shit.
Like, why? For the likes?
Yeah.
Or for
No,
the
because they
likes?
was doing it before the likes. Like, stunt niggas has always been around, but
Yeah.
Now a lot of niggas is doing it for the likes.
Just
They
for the
just
like.
getting the stupid shit for the likes. You can tell they
Going
don't.
viral.
They don't do it as big as the real
I mean,
stunt
and then
niggas.
that you got to really think about it too. I mean, because there's cameras everywhere. It's like, yo, how many likes? Yeah, that's like surface type shit, I guess, or the other way around. It's just like, yo, I'm just able to do this shit.
Can
like,
you really blame some people though? Because you get enough likes and you can literally become a content
that's true.
creator, and
You can't really
can
blame them.
make
But
$1 million.
before people think about likes, I
likes.
think people are just thinking, hey, I can be recorded and seen doing this, and this could be just on the
It can
internet.
lead something.
Good luck.
somewhere, yeah.
Just
luck
like we were
to
talking
you.
about the other day when we were comparing Kanye's fan base, and I was like, if you were to adapt that fan base overnight somehow, you wouldn't shun that shit away, like.
Yeah, fact. I mean,
Because you'd be like, yo, that's mad revenue coming in. Why would I get mad about that? For like kind of fan base coming in. That kind of,
even if that,
I seen when you post that. I seen that comment. I seen, and I didn't have
What'd you
like
post?
I read some of those.
I was
Exactly
saying-
what he just said
I
about the.
was just saying to Nick,
and I was trying to really comprehend what you wrote. But
I
like
had
said,
I had
just
said
looked
that. I
at
had
it
said
wrong.
as an
something along the lines
entertainer,
of
you would
Nick.
want something like that to happen.
Right.
He replied like that. He was like, it's kind of weird. He said it's kind of weird to me because when he just said, you want that type. But I was sort of saying like, fame looks different to everybody.
Yeah,
so to me,
Right, I think I wouldn't like.
So
that.
to me,
Well,
that
a
type
big
of
fan
fame.
base, period.
I mean,
that.
like, well, that's the
I like
thing.
my privacy.
Cause he was more so saying like, what was it? So I was saying like, the big fan base, the crowded shows, the
Okay,
listens, the
depending on what
streams,
you're
all that
doing.
stuff is important, and all that stuff is, to me, I'm talking about me personally.
Right.
It's something I want and I feel like I need.
No.
But what I don't want or need is people fucking, you know what I'm saying, going crazy at shows, like to the point where they're like dying.
That come with the territory.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, but like, I think it's just I think it's just too much when you can stand there and people are like falling out and you're not saying nothing. Like, I feel like that idolization is too like
But that's on the other
that's nuts to
people,
me. You
though.
feel what I'm
That's not
saying?
even on him.
That ain't on you.
And I don't
He
really
ain't even out there
you know
telling
what
them
I'm saying?
fake. They just out there doing
You know what I'm
it.
saying? But that's but like he said though, you don't really know how you know when you get it. I'm like, that's just always been I've just been more like, but I'm more private, more I guess because I'm not in the big public eye, so I live a regular life. You feel what I'm saying? So what I know is like my regular life, and that's not so much on like you know what I'm saying, like
that
being
type
saved,
of thing. You know,
I guess my
you
mind will
cross that
switch once I
bridge
live
when
that
you
life.
get to
Yeah,
it.
you feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
So
this
right
is what I
now
gotta do for
I'm
that.
only speaking from my life. You feel what I'm saying? But once, like you said, once I cross that bridge,
Me
it's so
personally,
different, you know what I mean?
I like the little status I have, you know what I'm saying? But I don't need to be over the top with it, honestly. You
I
know
don't
what
like
I
too
mean?
many people knowing me, and I don't know too
I don't need to be
many everywhere. Yo, yeah.
I'm a people person. I like to chill, talk,
Nigga,
but I don't
even
I
wanna
I don't mind
see
too many
it.
people knowing me because honestly, I'm not gonna bother to know too many people. So if you like if people know my name like Moeblak,
They could know you.
that's
But
cool.
then-
Cause you could come on, you want to say what's up. I'll give you that. It's Corona, so probably don't. But you know what I'm saying. Just give you like the whatever wave or
I'm
whatever.
gonna come up with all kinds of.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying though, I'm gonna give you some acknowledgement. If you give me some acknowledgement, I might not know your name, but I'm gonna be like, "What up,
I'm
guys?"
talking
You know
about,
what
but
I'm
like
saying?
you got people all day, like randomly every day. Some people ain't gonna fuck with you. You gonna have people that know you and just be like, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't really starstruck like
Because
that,
some people, yeah, and then but like dude, you get those people that want to come up to you and dab you up and all that, whatever. And I'm just like, yo, look, man, like, yo, hi, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm gonna have to come up with something eventually because it's like, yo, like,
I'm just
I
saying, I
understand
do understand where you're
I
coming
mean,
from,
like,
though.
look, man.
When you on the move, and sometimes you can't, or you don't want to, you doing other things.
But like that's that Eminem level of shit, man. Usually, you know what I'm saying. Usually, you can avoid people.
It depends on where you look, man.
With
These
your
people always want to live, and I hear this all the time. They want to live normal lives. These people that got big fan bases, they go out in disguises. It's for a reason. That shit gets old quick, man. That's why I said, like, yo, look, man, I'll come up with a reason not to be touched, man, or something. Just say hi, nigga. You ain't gotta come give me a dap. Especially all the time if I see you every day. And shit.
Like, I'm sick.
In the neighborhood. That's what I said. I'll come up with this. I'm sick, nigga. Fuck Corona. Like even if Corona wasn't even around, I'm gonna come up with something.
So if
Nigga, my
somebody
hand is broke. Nigga, I can't.
So if somebody promised you tomorrow, so if somebody came up to you tomorrow and promised you all the money that Kanye has right now, not like you taking it from him.
Now money, yeah, that's a
like if they promised you that within a 10-year span, you wouldn't be willing to take that
money?
plunge and live that life.
You talking about, you just said money now.
Yeah.
Because that's different.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
we
of
never
course I
we didn't
would.
bring up money not once. You
Right.
said money.
Would you do it if
Yeah.
that was off like promised to you and you knew it was like a good guarantee that in the 10 years you would be in that status of up there, people in your face, but
And then
you
you say
have money.
Kanye's money, of course, he's a billionaire.
You said I'm eventually.
That general.
You said
What?
Well, who should we go with? Who should we go with? That makes it a little more like
Ariana
of a
Grande,
question.
I don't know.
You
Somebody
said,
who's not a
but
billionaire.
the whole point is you saying eventually I'm going to be
I don't know.
recognized.
Pick 1,000 other
Yeah.
millionaires. I don't know.
Oh,
I
well,
almost
you
said
think
was a
Kanye?
billionaire
Yes,
nowadays.
Yeah,
I
but
know,
then
yeah.
by then I'll
Yes,
know
I'm
how
definitely
to.
gonna
Everybody have status that we care about, right?
A hide.
Fucking.
By then I'll know how to hide, like how everybody else does.
Like I'm
He
pretty.
said,
You
I'm
see
not.
Kanye West, that nigga go out with a straight mask. You don't know who he is.
Right.
You know, it's
Oh,
him
you
now.
gotta do
And
it.
you know it's him, and he don't give a
Yo.
fuck. That nigga.
All you gotta
mad.
do is look like Mo today on the
I'm
phone.
not Kanye. I
Who's
know you're
like-
Yeah, like random, like a regular
Then
person.
you come into Kanye
I'm
in the
not
mask,
gonna-
you can be like, Kanye, he's gonna stare at you. You gonna walk away like
I said I'm not Kanye.
We like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be like, I don't know who that guy is. Like, I mean, I won't come out looking like me ever.
But I think, honestly,
I wouldn't want to do that.
they gonna come out short.
Right.
Like,
But see, that's what, yeah, right.
You know who I would like to talk
Exactly.
Mad
Stupid. That would
surgery.
be
He
funny.
step out the house behind.
Alter his own look.
How your whole foot short?
He's a whole foot shorter with long arms.
With dreads.
With long arms.
Whack. Space Jam could have did a little better.
What's
man.
that shit about women you had brought up?
Oh shit. Come
Oh.
on. It's too late. I'm drunk. I mean high. Look.
Say
I'm
no,
already
no,
I'm already fumbling.
You
Like,
know,
go
you
home.
know what he is.
You had not
what-
one
what-
fucking
I'm
drink.
drunk.
Go
What
drunk.
was it?
What was it? What
Nigga
was
just
it?
lying. I'm drunk. Nigga ain't even drink nothing.
But what was it?
It was a post.
He just lied to all of
Why
us.
do
y'all.
men not take women on traditional dates anymore? And my boy said, what are traditional women?
What's the traditional date?
Mm.
In your opinion, what's the traditional like picnic?
Here we go.
Like
Picnic.
We can get real.
or like dressed up like you know
I
what I'm saying
guess dinner,
suit
movie,
suit
picnic or
dress
something.
dinner in the movie sex.
Traditional in the sense that it was common
Traditional.
and it
Traditional sex
it
includes
was
traditional
cheap.
like this traditional sex.
Traditional, yeah, would be like
He
cheap.
said cheap.
Yeah. That's what I would think because what is a traditional date outside of
Like a hot dog in a movie.
when
Yeah, bitch, you gonna eat this fried bologna. This is
Oh,
tradition.
and like you said, like
This is tradition.
This is tradition.
Like,
No way.
I'll call it an outing.
Popcorn. That's what
not even
Movies and popcorn
a
and
quote
theater butter on
unquote
it, baby.
picnic, but yeah, like an outing, sitting with a blanket and fucking shit like that.
Looking like baby boy. Baby boy.
What's the traditional
Playing
woman
Uno?
though? Like what do you, who are you
See,
bringing
now,
on a
what's a
traditional
traditional
date?
Oh, that's a
woman.
whole different stuff.
Who are you bringing on a traditional date?
I'll say it as
Bring
one of my
anybody bring any type of
coworkers.
woman on a
Any
traditional
woman.
date?
My wife.
Because it's about the
Married.
date. It's about
Love you,
it's
Danielle.
about it's about whatever. It's about whatever. Yeah, but see, yeah, that's
Safe
exactly.
card. Safe
White
card.
flag. White flag. It's all
Exactly.
like
Before that question is answered,
So Nick,
what's a traditional
what's the
date
traditional
needs
woman
to
then?
be answered.
Hot.
Danielle.
I mean, well, you kind of
So-
answered the traditional date. I mean, I wouldn't say cheap, but I would say,
I would say cheap.
I would say,
Fuck that.
I would say cliche.
I think that's what they
Cliche.
need.
You know, more.
Why would you say it traditional?
I would say more so like it's the things that you
So
hear about all the
cliche
time,
is what, the
like
movies?
movies, fucking, you know what I'm saying, maybe
Oh,
a jump
okay.
zone or something like that.
That's not traditional.
You gonna break your ankles.
Right.
I just really thought about it. I'm like jump zone.
Jump
nigga.
zone.
Especially if the
Well, nah,
This
Fridays, because I ain't want to say
But I
Friday.
mean, in modern day,
I ain't
but
wanna
see,
say
that's why
Fridays
it
'cause
gets
I
so
bring all,
weird.
like, my
The
women
modern
Fridays
day
for
terms,
Fridays
yeah,
and
something
shit
like
like
that
that, you know
is
what I'm
more traditional.
yeah.
And, but that's where it gets blurred.
Well, I
So
would
then you
be
start
mad
thinking
if
like
that
that.
bitch
Like,
know
what,
how to
you start saying things that are
do,
modern day.
A restaurant to go eat.
Yeah, for me.
It's cheap.
Why not?
nigga.
Yeah,
It's cheap.
exactly.
Nigga.
Well,
He said it.
go home.
It's cheap. No, nigga, it's cheap.
Yup, that's what a traditional date is.
It's cheap.
Cause
He just proved this point.
yeah,
Fuck no.
exactly.
But,
Traditional
I mean,
and
but
extravagant.
I mean,
Those are
Friday
the
can run you up
differences.
there one. Like,
Might get you some PF Chang's,
like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That would be
Like
more
what?
extravagant.
Fridays will run you up one.
Shut up.
You can run up on Fridays.
That's
You come with
true.
drinks, you gonna run
He's
up.
like, you can run one up on
You know what
Friday.
I'm
Yes, you
saying? Like,
can.
That's
I ran up
true.
and down on
Depending-
Fridays before.
What you or anywhere, of course. I mean, you eat enough fucking McDonald's, you can run one.
Yeah, don't put it that way.
That's fucked up. Bitch, you gonna eat all these Big
The
Macs.
whole the
Yo,
value meal,
I
You
5
want a
times.
60-piece nugget?
I just
It's all good. It's tradition.
That's traditional,
That's
right?
tradition, girl. You gonna eat these
Honestly,
nuggets.
I just said I wouldn't use the word cheap. That's all I said. I didn't say I wasn't cheap.
Yo,
I said I
that's
wouldn't
what a
use the word
traditional
shit.
date is to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
But anyway,
God.
let's move on. What's the traditional woman in y'all then? You B say and he'll say
I hope
like,
she not cheap. I know. I know that.
but B said obviously
Now,
she'll have to agree to the ideology of that.
Sit down and do.
I'm gonna start my answer with a question. So, where do we place traditional women at? Like, what era? Do we place them in the 80s? Do we place them in the 70s, 60s?
I mean, I think we're just talking about women in general. Is there? Or
That's where
does it
I
have to
like
be a
it.
Alright,
time?
bet. I'm gonna make this one
Conversation at work.
easy.
So,
Traditional date.
Is it a time? Is it an age thing? That's what you're saying?
that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like, it's probably a mindset, but where does that, like, mindset come from? Like because you know
okay.
it comes
A
from like,
traditional
your grandparents
girl
passing it down or something
would
like
be
Cause
to
if
me
your mother was a
a
stripper,
girl.
that. Where they were
Exactly.
primarily like
That's
that.
not a
what he
traditional
just
girl.
said. Because
But-
they were talking about time. There were strippers back in the 70s.
But my say, but no, what I'm about to say
There's a
is,
time where most of the women were primarily like that. That's why you're saying when traditional
but what I'm
women,
getting ready to
Okay.
say
there's
is,
a time period where they were majority
if
like
you know a
this.
girl,
Okay.
she a stripper.
What time
certain
period was
way.
that?
Go ahead. What? Stripper?
Yeah, there were strippers there, but like they're not as relevant as they are today.
Not fact. I'm just.
Like,
I'm asking. I'm just because I agree with you. Since that
A traditional girl would be a girl that go to school
No, but see, in that
and
sense,
go home.
Because
Strippers
I
go to
That's
school.
traditional
here, I
and
got
go
kind of
home.
a good way to kind of put this together.
Don't go to
I
clubs.
think when you
Go-
look at a
go
traditional
strip.
woman,
Yeah.
the easy way to kind of gauge where you would put a traditional woman is like if you had to look at a TV mom, where do you pin that name at? Traditional woman to a TV mom from like a sitcom.
I Love Lucy.
See, look at what he
Lucy?
did. He packed it to something like
Lucy
from the
ain't no
50s or
traditional
something.
mom.
I don't know. I just
We didn't say
I've
mom.
seen it in
Claire
April.
Huxtable.
We didn't say
Claire
mom.
Huxtable.
Don't
She
change the
wasn't
word.
traditional.
Traditional woman.
But see, but there I
But
go.
yes, she was.
But see, this is
Because
what I mean.
We gonna get to where I'm going with this. So,
No,
like,
but
I like
this is what
like
I
this.
mean though. What I was going by traditional. If a girl is raised a certain way, she's gonna carry that tradition on. So if she's with a stripper, she's know the stripper life. She sees it. 9 out of 10, she's gonna follow the stripper way.
I mean, but that's not honestly. I
But that's
gotta
her-
disagree. I gotta
hold on.
disagree with that.
But that's her tradition. She's going to me.
I gotta disagree with that because I would say,
Especially now that
sometime
you
in-
can make money off. You see Cardi B and all of them.
Sometime in a church household, in a strict church household, you'll see the
worst
daughter is a porn actress. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
Right.
Like
That's
that,
what
you
I'm
know
saying. in
But where did
general.
she see it from?
I mean, well, that
Was it mom
kind
and
of
dad?
it wasn't mom and dad.
She
so
was pushed away.
yeah,
She had to see it somewhere.
She was
Doesn't mean
pushed
it was
into.
yeah. I mean, the
No,
influence
She
of
was
life is.
introduced to somebody. That it was her, sparked her curiosity.
Well, you know, people go different places. School.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't
the
want to
influence
pinpoint
is
a
everywhere.
tradition.
So-
I don't think it's a such thing as a traditional woman. In my point, because even a woman will ask you, "What is a traditional woman?"
I mean, well, that's why it's a open question.
That's
Exactly.
why the wording is just wrong.
The-
Like, if somebody was they would have to elaborate. That's why I said it would be a traditional person in regards to what, not out there, like a date. It's not out there. It's not extraordinary.
But
Or extravagant, rather. Because Claire Huxtable was extraordinary. She was traditional in a sense because she went to school. She wasn't a party girl. But the bitch was a fucking lawyer. And she was married to a fucking a doctor.
So a traditional girl.
That's extraordinary.
So a traditional girl doesn't step into a bar not once.
Yeah, I definitely feel like she wouldn't. Like, I almost feel like that almost throws you out the category because like how you said Lucy wasn't working. Lucy was at home.
I'm saying so.
Like, she did raise that little boy.
Work.
Yeah, but like normally, like when you think, because like you see how he pegged it with something that was older.
Yeah.
Like normally, if you had to if you were forced to answer that question, you'd probably jump to something older, or even if it's like something modern, you'd be somebody who's
traditional,
modern, portraying an older couple.
Traditional would mean something prior.
Almost like if you wanted to go with a ha-ha version,
like a tradition.
you'd sit there and be like, that 70s show, mom.
Of course, that's why you would go to something older. That's why.
So Weezy is traditional.
For ours, for our people, that'd be more like a traditional, I guess.
Weezy traditional.
Yeah.
So does a
But
traditional...
so is yeah, of course.
Does a traditional woman ever step into a club? Like
Mary from fucking 227.
227, yeah, Mary from 227. I don't know we on old school, but those are, like you said,
So
that's the oldest I
had
could
to think
go.
about.
I was like, so does a
that
traditional woman ever step into a club? Like,
yeah, they go there, but they're not. It's not a frequent thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a crucifix
right.
thing, like
So
it's not a frequent.
I don't know if that's a breaking factor.
I know she wasn't.
They're there once in a blue or something like that. I don't think.
I know she wasn't.
But it's
TV
weird.
Mom.
I feel like it's like such a strict microscope.
What about Pam?
What if that one time she go bust it down and everybody slap niggas off in the back?
Nico, what about Pam and Gina? I'm not trying to stay on the point of TV moms.
But see, that's where I kind of made that point of like you pin older women or people who portray older women in couples.
But that's
couples
around
from like
your
the
time.
70s, 60s. Because what they do is they're more stay-at-home moms and stuff like that traditionally.
But they were stay-at-home women.
Are you
But
really
Pam and Gina
requesting?
was traditional in a sense.
But they work.
Right.
But see, that's the thing.
But we're not saying
Not to say it's not traditional.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying though. I think that's the exact reason why women get offended by that when you say it.
So
because we all kind of categorize it
with mom.
In my mind, I would.
But I wasn't doing that.
I
wasn't doing. I said school because I was going with young. Like, all right.
I was trying
not
to.
Girl.
I was trying
but
not
that
to.
Would also mean a working
I was
girl.
trying not to.
But what are they normally like?
Because they don't necessarily be
traditional women. You're normally talking about them in a marriage sense.
So
you're not talking about them in a single person sense.
A woman with no children.
You're normally not talking about them in a single person sense.
That's what I mean. A traditional woman to me is just a person that don't.
Somebody you view yourself
be out there
with later.
Okay.
Acting like a single chick. All the time. Or just living that free life. And see, women could get offended by that because it's like, what do you mean? Like you said. So since I'm single, I won't be categorized as traditional because I do go to clubs.
Now, why would you want to be categorized as traditional?
Here and there. You don't have to be a club owner like the one that's always on the dance floor. But you could be at the bar.
Like I get the idea that everybody has an idea of what a traditional
after work. But
then it carries into
putting them in a box.
What's your behavior like when you're at the bar?
So what's a traditional man?
You know what I'm saying? That would take
I don't
you
know.
out
They
of
do
that
that.
element.
But they do that kind of stuff to us all the
now,
time.
you
You
get drunk,
deal with it, but
you're dancing all
I mean, that's
over.
a good question though. What's not a traditional man? You know what I'm saying? Like when you think about traditional men,
you gonna think like the hardworking dude who had that one good job.
I think about
like old school shit.
I automatically think Uncle Phil. I automatically think like Uncle Phil. But you know what's crazy though? Uncle Phil is not the reality.
That's not the same old school dude.
Because that's like Bill Cosby. That's like
Heath
Flint Constable again.
They're advanced in a sense.
Right. I mean,
but,
all right, but like,
lawyers,
all right.
I'm not trying to get on no issues here, but
traditional kind of fall into the regular people category in a sense.
Because you were looking at
the whole thing is European.
Everybody hates Chris.
Traditional.
Everybody hates Chris.
He would kind of fall in the traditional
Everybody
dad
hates
category.
Chris. The father from there, he wasn't rich at all, but his dad would be considered, to me,
traditional.
A traditional
man.
Right.
You
know what I'm saying? It's like that. So I mean, we named these men, but we haven't said. We named these men, but we haven't said what's a traditional man. So
mundane men. Just like a mundane woman, mostly.
I think because we kind of like put the picture to it, you can
kind
of get the idea. But
what encompasses it? Bland.
Even though it's more like the hard work. Like I said, the hard working. Taking care of the family. He's handling everything.
That's how I perceive
tradition. But that could be So, but see how we said it, bland, no season and nothing like that. What isn't that?
He was pretty seasoned though. They were all pretty seasoned. They were all
No,
pretty
they
seasoned.
handled their business, but
Now,
would
like
you
personality
what?
wise, like
But a lot
Chris
of
Dad got a
people-
personality.
I'm and Uncle Phil too. Uncle Phil
no,
was
what I'm
pretty-
saying,
I mean,
how we
Oh, yeah.
described,
pretty good. He was pretty good.
how we just described the whole thing about the traditional man, bland, plain, this and that. When a person kind of get offended,
I
by that,
don't agree with that.
Yeah, people would
That
get
can add to it,
offended
too,
if
because,
they're not like
saying
that.
somebody the
Because
traditional
some
man or
people-
woman kind of limits you to being like this average Joe kind of.
It's like, oh, so I'm not
Right,
outgoing. I can't.
exactly,
It's like, so I can't be
like, I'm
outgoing.
an average
Some
Joe,
people
like,
would get
I'm
offended
a well-off
if
average Joe.
if they don't see themselves like that. But some people be like, "Yo, what do you do?" So, hey, and sometimes you'll get like, I don't do shit. I'm bland.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
boring.
I consider myself.
I'm like,
boring.
I'm boring.
Cause I will say that
I will
that
say
comment section kind of like semi turned up. Well, nothing crazy, but it kind of semi turned up, and that's why it arises the question because of like, what is it really? Like, because it is kind of boxing people in.
It does
Yeah.
box people
Simplifying.
in, and then when you hear like other certain
Like you said, why would you
certain
wanna be
aspects on it, you like, wait, that's not.
I know why
that's not
I
me,
want to
that's not me,
be
that's
like
not-
that. I'm dry. You know what I'm saying? I like routine. I like
Exactly.
sitting,
So that's
know
why
what I'm
But you
saying?
know
I
what?
think
You're
get
not.
offended.
You're not.
I think
yeah, but like
maintain
you're
the
not as
morals
dry.
over
You're
that.
not as dry as like. So you could say that, but then somebody might get offended because they'd be like, yo. You know what
I'm not
saying?
that
I'm
boring.
not that because there's people you go out, you do things, you got a little podcast, you got a
Right,
business.
right, right.
There's people who really go to work
Right.
and go back home.
Robotic.
And then go
Yeah.
back work and go to
Eat
work
TV
and then go back
dinners.
home and then go to
Sit
work
there by
and go back home and then only on like a third Saturday they go on a date. Now under our definitions and stuff like that, bland, that man is considered traditional. But then also you're saying yourself is traditional. You're not that boring. You know what I'm saying? So I can see where somebody
Right,
take
right.
offense to
See,
that.
that's why the
You know what I
wording
mean?
is like you
Yeah, that's
have
why
to
I'm like, yeah.
elaborate.
But that's what
when
Nikko's
you
saying.
ask
Like it
these
boxes
questions.
you in to almost to a point where
You're
one
just an
can be
average Joe,
offended. Yeah.
yeah,
And then you're like,
yeah.
wait, I'm not that average.
Like
no.
I can understand.
We both
why-
can't be traditional, man, because I'm not as boring as you are. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not as
Yeah,
outgoing
right,
as me. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
can understand wanting to have the morals or the integrity of a traditional man or woman. That makes sense to me.
Right.
right.
But you can still be extraordinary.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have
But
to be
now
traditional
you just
person to have
dug deep
those
because
morals
I
and
believe
integrities.
the answers to both sexes, like men and women, it really digs deeper than the surface. It really
That's
digs,
why I
it really
said that.
digs deep to the morals and integrities. Like you'd be like, what's
That's
traditional
why I
man
said
and women?
that.
Oh. You got to talk about
It
one's
depend
morals
on your-
and one's like
That's
on your
typically what
behavior.
separates
It depends on your behavior
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
club.
Like you
Yeah.
said, yeah,
Even if
exactly.
you go to the
yeah.
club, how do you react? at
Yeah,
that?
how you see it. You
You
know what
all
I'm saying?
over the floor.
That's
Stuff. Me and B was talking about the whole snitching thing with Fat Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Wait, huh?
saying?
He snitched.
I just
Well,
seen his
Well, it's something he did back
him
in the
defending
day.
himself.
But my whole thing, I don't want to get on Joe point. My whole thing, I told B, I don't really look into all that right there, that whole snitching thing and all that stuff. To me, that shit is all fucking buffoonery.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you
used
go on
too
it.
loosely.
Yeah.
It's just used too loosely.
But
Really.
me personally, I just
And
think
it's always been.
somebody
For the
always
most.
talking about code of ethics in the street. Honestly, ain't no honor amongst thieves.
I will say that, yeah, the streets don't really honor no code.
Right. There
Like
is
the,
no
the,
honor.
the essence
just
of
like,
the street, when you
yeah.
die, it's not really honoring no code.
That's like it, you know how I'm a
Niggas is not
man.
making sure you live on forever.
Like how my man Tento said, you know, the way he broke it down, like once Sammy the Bull snitched, that was it. That was it. Once you're supposed to have all these codes, and everybody pretty much predicates this whole gangster lifestyle, which came from not our ancestors. I'm gonna just say that gangster shit, and these motherfuckers basically instilling that in the culture that we pretty much lost after everything,
Animalistic way.
you know, all the slavery shit ended, because there was no gangs. But when motherfuckers brought that shit around, that's when the whole snitching thing came involved. So once they broke their code, that shit was out the window.
Right.
Because it started with them. That whole mafia shit.
Right. You're right.
So Sammy the Bull was a fucking killer, hardcore, and then downed out on everybody. Nigga, cold, game over. game since then.
Everybody should have.
But see, people kept carrying that shit in and living like these motherfuckers that already done pretty much broke their own codes and shit and tried to, and you know, pretty much establish that shit in the hood. And it's like, yo, hold the fuck up. You build something off of something that already been lost its foundation. So that shit was null and void since the beginning. So really, when it comes to this whole snitching thing, especially with Joe, my thing is, and it's gonna be until even regardless if it's true or not. I mean, well, of course, if it's true, the whole thing is he was a hypocrite because he drugged somebody through the dirt for snitching, which was Snitch 9, and then he was one of them. So that's the basis. Like, now, you're a hypocrite, more or less. Fuck the snitching shit, nigga. You just a hypocrite. You know what I mean?
But you know what? There's so much. There's just so much hypocrites in the gang culture or whatever the street culture is. Like you said, it was built on a fucking unlevel foundation. All this snitching, all this telling, all this hypocrites, all it does is add more to this. It fucks up the foundation. There's no foundation, bro, at this point.
Right.
It just actually. I feel like the whole culture is a slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just like, yeah, the street culture is crazy. Like you said,
nah, because you would feel like it's
like you said, the ethic code is done.
Yeah, it's almost like some Knights of the Round Table type shit. Like whatever faction you're with, like there's some that honor and code and stuff like that, and then there's gonna be knights that just don't give a fuck.
But I feel like
I feel they just doing shit.
I feel like we don't need any more like gang members in America. Or in the world. Like, there's too many gang members in the country. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every day there's probably a few more born, a few more made, and it's like, yo, y'all gotta stop choosing that shit. Cause that shit is
one thing
for nothing.
If this was,
but it's a system in America,
like
now,
he
so
said,
it's crazy.
If it belonged to a faction,
and it's like you get paid
now
too,
if we were established, us four here established as a faction or organization, and we made that one of the rules, and that's fine. But like Fat Joe and all these rappers, these niggas was just rappers. They don't have to fucking abide by no rules. Who made the rule? It is supposedly as a street code. Well, we already see that there's no code in the street. You know, necessarily. Who were they amongst? What faction were they with? It's just street. That's broad. There's no foundation. It doesn't hold any weight. Not anymore. For the longest, it hasn't. And people that know better, they know better. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that really hold on to that shit that just don't know. They don't fucking know, and they don't care to know, and their minds are smaller.
Keep the kids out of gangs, because we, like I said, man, we don't need no more gang members in America.